Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I had to be loud to get some people's attention who are still turned to face the other direction. All right, so we're going to multiply by powers of 10. The problem you saw last week, we had 1 1/10 times 1/10. And then I just got all sorts of what, who, when, where, how. So there's a lot of confusioning. So I thought we'd go over this quickly. Now, oh, good. I've got Team Shake open. I'm going to use it. I paid $1.99. I'm going to get my money's worth. Micah, if I multiply 4 times 1, what is my answer?
4.
4. Thank you.
Wow.
Grace, if I multiply 4 times a number bigger than 1, is my product bigger than 4 or less than 4?
Bigger.
Bigger than 4. So if I multiply by a whole number bigger than 1, well, if I multiply by a number bigger than 1, then my answer gets bigger. Dax, if I multiply by 1, the number stays the same. If I multiply by a number bigger than 1, the product gets bigger. If I multiply by a number less than 1, my answer gets
Smaller.
smaller. Thank you, Daxes. Thank you, Daxes. So let's talk about Azzy. I have this number, 82 and 63/100. I'm multiplying it by 10. Is my product going to be less than or greater than 82 and 63/100, Azzy?
Greater than.
Greater than. How do you know?
Because the number is more than 1.
It's more than 1. Awesome. Does anybody remember when we're multiplying by powers of 10, how we can make our life so much easier? Knox?
You move the digits up.
Okay, so I'm shifting the digits up 1 or moving the decimal point. So I'm taking the 6/10 and now I'm making it 6 ones. So it's 10 times greater. So Knox, then what would the product of 82 and 63/100 times 10 be?
826 and 8.
And 3/10. 826 and 3/10. I don't have to change the numbers. I don't have to do all this. 8, 2, 6, 3 times 1,000. That looks like a beating, does it not? That looks all, that's cattywampus. Nobody wants to do that. When all we have to do is basically move the decimal point. 82 and 63/100 times 100. Seth. Zach, 82 and 63/100 times 100.
Zach isn't here. He's not. Yeah, he's not here.
Where'd he go?
He's never here.
He's never here. And then, of course, and then she came up next. So, Brad, 82 and 63/100 times 100.
8,263.
Good, 8,263. All I'm doing is moving my decimal point 2 places. And I'm making the number bigger because I'm multiplying by a number greater than 1. 82 and 63/100 multiplied by 1,000. Alana. This time I'm moving it. How many times am I going to move it? Okay, I'm going to move it 3 times to the right. So if I have 8, 2, 6, 3, my decimal point starts here, right? I got to move it 3 times to the right. So once, twice, 3 times. So now my decimal point moves from there to here. So what number would that be, Alana?
$82,603.
30. Because my decimal point's here. 82,630. Now, Scout,
Yo.
1/10. Is it less than or greater than 1? If you ate 1/10 of a candy bar, did you eat more than a whole candy bar or less than a whole candy bar?
Less.
Less. So 1/10 is less than 1. So if I multiply a number by less than 1, Scout, my answer is going to get smaller.
Okay.
My product will be smaller. So I'm multiplying 2 61/100ths times 10, and I need to make this number smaller, so which way am I going to move my decimal point?
To the right. To the left.
To the left. And since I have 1 0 in my 10, I'm going to move it how many times?
1.
1. So I end up with 261 thousandths. 261 thousandths. And that is smaller than 2 61 hundredths because it has 0 whole numbers. And this one has 2 whole ones situation. All right, 2 61 hundredths times 100. Liz, what do you think? We have, notice the numbers don't change. We may need to add a 0 in front or behind. How many times am I going to move my decimal point? Twice to the left. Good. So if it's here, it moves to there, and then it moves to there, and I can't really move it there if I don't put a 0 there. Because each digit has to get 10 times smaller than it was. Because we had 2 in the ones place, it's got to get 100 times smaller. 2 in the ones place, it got 10 times smaller. Now it's in the hundredths place, it got 100 times smaller. And we'll continue to go over this. But at no time did I change any of the numbers. I may have added zeros, but at no time did I change any of the numbers. I'm trying to save you time so that I don't see something like this all written down craziness. Boom, shakalaka, peace out, God bless, love you. Just